Are you Billy Z, dog?
Huh?
Are you Billy Z?
Yes,
Let me just.
I cannot hear anything. How do I?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I'm saying like we gotta do this on what you call this on Twitch next time.
Fair, fair enough.
I look like a old head trying to share the link.
You what?
I look like an old head trying to share the link to the story.
Can you hear noise around? Can wait. Let me see if okay. Can you hear me? Here's a mess. Uh, yes. Ooh, spooky. Are we live? Wait. I'm gonna be holding the phone like this because my setup is jank for now. For now. What? Can I what? If I can see what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. With a bit of lag, but I can see you. I can see you.
The light is lacking, eh?
Nah, not really. Nah, now you're good. You're good.
It's the new setup. I don't know if the same setup for the reactions, but yo,
I feel
let's
you.
tell the people
Can
what's.
you hear me properly?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, but dog, don't worry.
Great.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Good. I said, yo, let's tell the people what we're gonna be doing like over the next 2 months.
Okay.
You want to introduce to the people? I can introduce to the people.
Now I can introduce myself. I'm Roy. I'm gonna be talking about the NBA playoffs with my homie Pablo Escobar. He can speak Spanish, yes. Habla un poco de español.
Bro, ¿qué quiere bro, yo hablo español? No hace falta
I'm
hablar.
I'm
Tranquilo.
with I'm with my boy Esco, March Madness. If you got that, I appreciate you. But we're not gonna be talking about March Madness. We're gonna be talking about April hoops, playoffs,
Yeah,
NBA
speaking
in
of March
general. We're gonna
Madness, the March Madness was crazy, eh?
I do not follow college basketball at all. I'm gonna be real with you, like at all, at all.
No,
Cause
I
like
watch the games. I just watch like the Instagram clips because I don't like, personally speaking, I don't like the way they play basketball at the college level. I don't think it really translates to NBA style of basketball.
yeah, yeah, because it's always new names in the schools. You feel me? I don't really. I don't have any. I'm not American, you know. I don't
Exactly.
have any college nearby for me to root. So like I'd be rooting for a random college for what? For what? I don't even care like that. But I did see the clips. It was crazy. But I think last year Last year's clips were crazier. I'm not gonna
You
lie to
you
you.
know what the problem in college basketball with all this NIL stuff? We can even talk about this before we start talking about playoff. It's like the whole NIL thing is messing up the game because we get niggas that 27, 28, 26, they're supposed to be in the league or playing at the EuroLeague level. You
Or
get
not
guys
even that. They could just have a normal job. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
like,
Yeah.
but a lot of guys, for example, there's this guy that played for Duke. I mean, he's young, he's only 20, but they himself playing for Barcelona. How is
Mm.
he playing at the college level now?
Yeah, I think there was another one, which I don't remember his name. He was like a top prospect, like in his class. He's like about like yeah, I think he was like in Tyrese Maxey's class. You feel me? Like a top
You see,
prospect.
bro, how long Tyrese Maxey been in the league, though? Come on.
Like 5, 6 years, you feel me?
You talk about what's his name? Amari Bailey, something like that.
No, 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 no. Amari Bailey came after. Yeah, yeah.
I don't
But
know, but
let's
I just
forget.
don't like it because I think it's not
I
competitive.
oh, the NIL. I thought you
Yeah,
were talking
because
about Amari Bailey specifically.
nah,
I
Amari
think
Bailey thing's bullshit, bro. My nigga, you 23, bro. Why you trying to go back to college now?
I don't even know. Like he wasn't even that good of a prospect to begin with, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure he was only popular because Drake took his mom out on a date. But I don't know why that warrants like draft consideration. Like, okay, your mom is bad, but like that don't mean you can hoop. And
No,
indeed,
but before that though, it's because he played with Bronny. Remember, he was Bronny's
oh yeah,
teammate.
oh yeah,
That's why
yeah.
Amari Bailey was pulled. But my thing with this whole high school ball life thing is that you hyping niggas up over highlights, but niggas not that good. Look at Jalen Green, bro. Let's keep it a buck. He's a highlight machine.
But
He's not that
like
good of a
I've
player.
I've been telling y'all this since bro, since we were because here's the thing for y'all that don't know, I've known Pablo for many years now.
Yeah,
I might not have told you personally, but this is a conversation I've had with I have a friend that up until like 2022, he thought Jalen Green was better than Kate Cunningham.
that's crazy.
Unironically, you feel me? And yeah, that happens a lot. This is a conversation we can have later. It's not just
Definitely.
about the highlights of the AAU style of basketball they be playing like in high school. It also is like people that don't really get basketball. Basketball is a team sport, but
Exactly.
it is very hard to understand. Even I have a lot of trouble understanding it, especially in real time. So people will really be attracted to players that are very good in isolation, be it
Exactly.
isolation scoring or isolation defense. Not to dog on Kobe too much, that's my favorite all-time player. But there's a reason why Kobe was so popular. He could score really,
Exactly.
really good in isolation. He could defend really good in isolation. Like everyone loves the bringing up your shorts, slapping the ground, that, but they don't really understand what it takes to be a good team defender in the NBA. You feel me?
And the
So it,
thing is, people mistake Kobe Bryant. The thing is, people look at Kobe Bryant, they think his game was just ISO. But if you watch the games, they were running plays for him to get the ball. It's not like Cam Thomas, the Brooklyn Nets are losing every game by 30, and he jacking up everything.
Exactly, but people really fall in love with the isolation aspect of his game, and they don't understand why, and then they won't even be able to explain to you why the Lakers sucked from 2004 to 2008, and
It's
then
because
they
it's too
think
much ISO.
exactly they think the Lakers just magically got good and Kobe carried them. I've had conversation where people actually think that Kobe carried those 2009 2010 Lakers to the championship. I'm
I
like
mean,
that
I
that that
think I think
yeah.
one thing, maybe we might disagree here. I think that's one of the weakest teams to win back to back. That has to be the weakest team to win a back to back championship.
I actually disagree very heavily with you because that was a very, very good team. That was a very good squad. Lamar Odom.
Overall, as a squad, collectively, but you look, for example, at the '09 Houston Rockets, they were a better team than the '09 Lakers, but obviously the Lakers were
09
not.
Rockets. No, they weren't. I'm sorry. This is
You,
me. I'm a Rockets fan, so I can tell you that they weren't because, first of all, they were hanging on. the shell of Tracy McGrady, which was he was always injured. Like those teams won more. I'm not gonna say they were better without him, but the only time they made it out of the first round was when Tracy McGrady was injured, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. Here's the thing. People underrate the especially with the Lakers, right? Because here's the thing. Kobe, same thing with Mike. Same thing with every player of that archetype.
Even LeBron,
No, not LeBron. I'm talking about specific players like
like scores.
yeah, like Kobe, but specifically like Kobe and Mike, right? That's
Yeah,
why they succeeded in the triangle. You feel me? But
exactly.
that's because the triangle was specifically made for a player like them to succeed.
Like,
You feel me? So
exactly.
when you have and people don't really get this because they're trying to compare teams just like that. There are very different ways to. I'm not gonna say to skin a cat. That is so gory.
Yo,
But
that's crazy.
it's an expression. It's an idiom. You have a lot of ways to win a basketball game,
Exactly.
right? And where was I going with this? Yeah, the ways in which Mike and Kobe won were very very specific, and they were very lucky to be able to have those specific conditions to be able to win basketball games. You feel
You
me?
know
They
something
have
people undermine about the '09 Lakers is how good of a passer Lamar Odom and Paul
ex-
Gasol was.
exactly that's what I'm talking about. How good of a
And
defender Ron Artest was.
Trevor, like I think the '09 team was a bit better than 2010 team because Trevor Ariza at that
Hmm.
point, and then you had Shannon Brown at his athletic prime as well.
Hmm.
The
Exactly.
2010 Lakers, Kobe was dealing with an injury. Paul Gasol, you could start to see they were starting to slow down a bit,
Hmm.
but
I'm not gonna say they were amazing, right? But they did win
then
65 games, and this was. I'm not saying that teams haven't been carried to 60 games, but legit, the only time I've seen that happen was with LeBron. So
in '09, that was crazy. 66
'09
games
and
against the Chiefs.
'10 and 2010, because '09 was like 66, 2010 was 61. Those are exceptions to the rule.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen. You feel me? So
Even
if it
Detroit now, we see in Detroit, they won like what, 61, 60?
yeah, but they won a lot when Cade was out also, right?
Exactly.
Like when you win 60 games, you're a good team. I'm not saying the Lakers were the best teams, but they were pretty good. You feel me?
We can say they were a great team, but the Celtics had no business losing to the Lakers.
I mean, that Celtics core was already getting old.
But I mean,
They
the
they
thing is,
missed they
Paul
missed
Pierce
oh
and
09.
Rondo were still playing at a high level. I think KG was still a first team all defense type of player.
No,
Obviously, he
yeah,
wasn't
of
scoring.
course, but
He wasn't scoring
especially with
20 games.
KG, he was getting slower because he got injured in '09. That's why they
Exactly.
didn't make
Definitely.
the finals.
I think
So
Boston would have won in '09 if KG held because they were on pace to win like 70 games, something like that. They were like on a crazy pace.
exactly. So that's exactly my point. The Lakers weren't the strongest team to ever win a back to back, but they also didn't have the strongest competition. That
Exactly.
happened a lot in the 2000s, where a lot of like the Spurs, you're playing against the Nets, man.
Yeah.
The team had no business being in an
I feel
NBA
like
Finals.
between 2000 to 2010, like how many Eastern Conference teams won the championship? Two?
Um,
Two?
I think just one. Wait, from
Two?
2000 to 2010.
Two teams. The '06 hit and
Oh
the
yeah,
'08
the Heat
and the
and the
'08
Pistons.
Celtics.
Oh, and the Pistons. Oh four.
Oh, and the '04 Pistons. But if you look at all those teams outside of the Pistons, they were super teams.
Yeah, yeah.
So like it basically an anomaly compared to the Eastern Conference. Let's keep it a buck.
Hmm.
Between let's say 2000, 1999 when Jordan left
Hmm.
to 2000 and we can even say when LeBron left the East. That's when the East started getting competitive again. Those 20 years
Yeah,
up to
I can.
2019,
Yeah,
the East
yeah.
was trash.
Yeah, yeah, for
Like there
sure.
was no competition. Like even
I mean,
LeBron, let's
the
keep it
only
above. Outside of the conference final series, they were playing against Charlotte in the first round.
yeah, yeah,
Those type of teams.
yeah.
The
The only competition in the Eastern Conference around those years was like you had the Heat, of course, you had the Celtics, and you had the Magic. Other than that, I cannot. I don't know. I really don't know. Was there any team worth paying attention to?
you had the
The
Pacers, but
Bulls, the
that's
Bulls,
later.
the Bulls and the Pacers, right? But like, were they really going? Did
It
anyone
wasn't for the
believe
way
that?
like their, their championship was basically getting to the conference finals.
Yeah,
Maybe the
like
Bulls, because we never got to see Derrick Rose at his best.
maybe this is hindsight. Maybe this is revisionist history, right? But like, maybe I'm glazing Braun, but like those teams weren't getting past Braun. Like, let's be real. Maybe the
I
Celtics.
I think I have to be honest with you. What Braun did in 2012 against the Celtics was some god shit. Like
Yeah.
it was some godly
But
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. That's the only time I feel like Braun really needed to like play at that level to win was against the Celtics in the
And that's
East.
where like in 2013, the Pacers had the Heat number. If Paul George
Yes,
goes, bro, let's keep it above. Paul George scored 5 points in game seven.
that's my whole point. That's my whole point. Like I never really believed in that. You feel me?
It's true. Like for me, the biggest fraud in the East is DeMar DeRozan. I know a lot of people love DeMar DeRozan, but when he came out saying that he thought like the 2019 Raptors, you take out Kawhi, you put him, you could win. That's some
That
bullshit.
wasn't happening.
That's some bullshit. I don't see DeRozan beating prime Giannis.
It wasn't happening. I'm
That was
sorry.
DPOY MVP Giannis. Oh, a year
Yeah,
before that. So
yeah.
I just don't
Not
see it.
he's like just look at the track record. What has DeRozan ever won in the NBA? You feel me? Not
Exactly,
to
bro.
hate, he is a great player, but like there's levels. There's levels to it. You feel
And
me?
that's what I always tell people. For example, I was like, I like arguing with people in the comment section sometimes. Some nigga went like they were saying like Devin Booker is not a first option. I'm like, no, he is the first option. But you niggas need to stop expecting everyone to be like LeBron James to carry
Exactly.
teams to the finals.
That's my whole point with the Kobe and Mike thing, right? Oh, I was gonna talk about the Suns later, but here's the thing. Devin Booker, he is amazing, right? I remember that there was the series that they went crazy. Was it 3 years ago or like 2 years ago? Was it
Against
against
the
the
Clippers,
Nuggets
no?
or the Clippers? No, I think it was against the Nuggets. They lost that
The
series.
whole playoffs, he averaged 37 points per game.
Yeah. Because they played against the Clippers in the first round, then the Nuggets. He was going crazy. He's amazing, but he needs a point guard.
Seriously.
He needs a point. They had the system. They had the system when they had Chris Paul. He
Let
needs a
me cut
point
you
guard.
off with this because I don't want to spoil the thing because he's not the only person I want to talk about having a point guard. I also want to
Anthony
talk.
Edwards as well.
We have to talk about Anthony Elliott. I think the whole Minnesota situation is going sideways. But first, let's discuss the NBA award nominations. What do you think about the award nominations? Do you know who got
I
nominated, or you want me to tell you?
I know who was nominated. I wanted to start by saying like I know what people are gonna say about Luca,
Yeah,
right? But the arguments never like if you want to argue that Luca should be an MVP finalist, go ahead. But everything boils down to the scoring. He led the league in scoring. He led the league in scoring. He led the league in and Jokic led the league in both rebounds and assists.
and
That doesn't
He
happen.
was on his way to lead the league in scoring if he wasn't getting injured. 'Cause he was averaging 30 something.
Yeah, he's been averaging 29, 30 for the past 2 years or 3 years.
And dude's
And
hitting 80% from the rim, man. Come on, dog.
amazing efficiency. He's shooting threes. He's amazing at shooting threes.
Man, he gotta be
Amazing
the greatest
passer. He's
offensive
leading
player ever.
like
He
he's
has
leading the best offense of all time. If by the numbers, offensive rating. Best offense of all time. Then you have then you have Shea, which like his team won 60, 66 games. Like he's gonna be in consideration. Like he is insanely clutch. He's having an amazing season. I don't think he should win MVP over Jokic. Jokic would be my pick to be MVP. But if he wins, I'm not gonna be mad at it. You feel me? So those are the two important
You
finalists for
know
me.
why? You know why would I pick SGA? And I'm not a SGA fan by all means. For me, if it's up to the thing is with the NBA MVP, it's all about narratives and situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the Spurs beat those 3 games in a row. They won the Thunder in a week. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
that's in April.
Uh-huh.
Let's say those 3 games that Wemby has Shane's number are in April.
Uh-huh.
No, no one will be talking about Shane for MVP.
Yeah.
But since
So
that all happened in January, people forgot about that.
uh-huh.
And if we like the thing is the NBA season is so long, and that's the bad thing about the Wolves. Because if we go from the first game of the season up to Feb All Star game, Jokic is the clear MVP.
Mm-hmm.
But if after the All Star game, with all the injuries the Thunder had,
Mm-hmm.
and they were going through a bad stretch, Shea comes back from the ab injury, missed like 10 games. This dude, he made 4 game winners in a row in that following week against the Nuggets, and he hit the same move against 2 teams in a row, like
Yeah.
the right side step back,
Yeah, the
which
right side.
people like forcing him to go right because they think he can't do a step back going right. But
No, he's been
obviously,
doing that. I remember he did that. I can remember 2 games he did that. He did something similar that game. He had a crazy shot, and then Devontae Graham hit the game winner. But I can
he's
also I can recall another game winner he had just like that. I just can't remember the team. That's like 3, 4 years ago. You feel me?
yeah, it's a while.
Same
But
guy said that.
the thing is, a lot of guys don't watch basketball. They didn't see this Shea evolution coming, but we gotta talk about the fact that he averaged 30 points. He's averaged 30 points, shooting over 50% for the fourth season in a row.
55, 55.
This season he shot 55, but the other years he shot about 50. But that's like, bro, the fact that we talk about a point guard shooting 55% from the field is crazy.
Yeah,
And he's not like a guy that's only shooting layups.
yeah.
Most of the shots are tough mid ranges. But the
No,
thing
that's
is,
why I'm saying if he won, I wouldn't be mad at it.
I think I haven't seen a scorer this dominant like this in a what since James Harden.
No, yeah, yeah. Because I was asking how long.
Since James Harden, because let's keep it about James Harden between 2015 to 2020,
Yeah,
you could book him for 35.
yeah,
Not even 30, 35. And
yeah.
that's what I feel. But the difference with Shea is just so efficient. That's the difference between him and James Harden. But I mean, he's taking mid range, not taking threes.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Here's how I gauge efficiency. I feel like the efficiency discourse, ever since people started using the word efficiency, and then it just trickled down to casuals. I feel like they take into account field goal percentage too much, but they don't take into account the context of
Definitely.
the field goal percentage. I'm going to give you an example. This is not in any way related to Shea. He is an extremely efficient player, and I'm going to admit that. I'm just saying this for the sake of the efficiency argument when people talk about James Harden scoring, which was way more impactful than people realize. Because he kinda he kinda revolutionized NBA offenses just as much
Definitely.
as Steph Curry,
Definitely.
you feel me? Because it was a time where the plateau of an NBA offensive rating, an NBA team's offensive rating, like the best offense was like the Showtime Lakers with a 116 offensive rating, right? And never again until like the 2018 Houston Rockets.
That was crazy. Like going back to
Exactly, like
2018, that team was crazy. That team was crazy.
exactly. And 2019 was the same thing. Like he was just the field goal percentage is not gonna be that good. The 3 point percentage is also not gonna be that good.
Bro, I think people sleep on 2020 James Harden because the COVID thing happened. There was a stretch. I remember me and you were even talking about that when that shit was happening. That Russell Westbrook and James Harden, they were both averaging like for February, March, over 30 points per game.
Yeah, yeah. They
And Russ was playing center. Like in my opinion, that's the best version of Westbrook we've seen. It's not even the 2017,
Hmm.
2016. For me, the top two versions of Westbrook, I think 2017 he just had more volume. In the
Hmm.
2016, first, second it has to be the 2020 because the fact that he was only attempting 1 3 a game
Yeah.
after they traded Clint Capella. And
No,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah. The offense was maximizing like his strengths.
it was
But in terms
crazy.
of like James Harden specifically, not them two, James Harden was definitely stronger the year before. Cause this year in 2020, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of frees being jacked up.
Definitely. Remember
It
that game against the Spurs? We really shot
yeah.
for 30, some crazy shit.
Yeah, that it was a lot of BS shots, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But
But hey,
still,
we've digressed long enough. Let's get back to
yeah, let's get back to the
NBA
top.
awards.
Let's get back to the top.
Here's
So
the thing. I cannot see why Luca would be considered over Wembanyama. Is he an amazing player? Yes. Wemby is leading one of the youngest teams, right? To 60 wins.
yeah,
And that's just off of the value. Yes, he came out and said, and now people are criticizing it. I don't care. I only care about the games being played. And he's been one of the most impactful defenders ever since he's been in the league, right?
definitely.
Just
Not one of the most impactful.
I'm only saying one of the most because he didn't play as much
Definitely that,
and
but
the team was losing. But I saw a comment one time on Instagram where like he was like Gobert with an AK-47 is less intimidating than a free V1 with Wemby under the rim.
no, but for real, people think it's jokes. I've seen this dude guard 5 people in a possession. Like,
No,
yo,
yeah, like you'll have a 2v1 in transition and niggas will not attempt a layup because it's
people are
Wembanyama.
scared, bro.
Exactly. And people don't talk. Here's the thing. Just for a quick history lesson, right?
Yeah,
People don't really get that basketball has been played has been called differently. Like the rules themselves don't really change. But for example, what might have been called a carry or a double dribble, that has
definitely,
evolved over the years. Like,
definitely.
for example, it was way different in the 90s and 80s until Iverson started stretching the rules. You feel me?
But
With
even
how he,
Iverson, they cut out his crossover after a while because they weren't fucking with it because he was just there was a stretch he was averaging what 30 points per game every season. They're like, nah, we gotta take this up.
but like, here's the thing. Now you'll see someone dribble like Iverson, like that's just normal. But if you were to try to do that in the 80s, you would you would be called for a carry. You'd be called for a double dribble, things of that nature.
And
And
that's what people
something
don't
like
understand.
that, what?
That's what people don't understand. Sorry to interrupt. People think basketball players got much better. I just
No,
think no, dudes got better,
no, for sure,
but
for sure.
not that much better. Because let's keep it a
Exactly.
buck. Some of these role players, they're not that good. They just have more freedom.
No, yeah, yeah.
Because
But
for example, the 3 point argument. It's not that dudes are better shooters.
yeah,
We just see dudes shooting more three. I love Russell Westbrook. Ain't no way Westbrook should be shooting 5 threes a game.
no, yeah, for sure. But here's the thing though. Here's the thing. The only we need let me put a pin on this. We're gonna get back to this.
Yeah,
So my point with the dribbling thing is that it was you could not dribble how you can in today's league, right? So what
definitely,
does that mean? It was way easier to get steals. That's why you
definitely,
had niggas averaging 3 steals a game. That's why Jordan averaged 3 steals a game for like
definitely.
those seasons. Another thing, the game was like inside out. People didn't shoot as many frees. You'd get clogged paints. What happens? You'll get niggas averaging free blocks. That's what happens, right? But ever since, like as the league has changed over and over the years, you don't get anyone averaging free steals. That's an
No,
anomaly. If somebody does that, that's an anomaly.
I
And
think
you
the
don't
highest
get
steals I've seen over the last couple years was Dyson Daniels last year.
yeah,
That was a crazy number.
exactly. And it's down this year. It was an anomaly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why it's crazy to me that Wemby can average free blocks consistently because okay, when he came into the league, maybe people weren't paying attention to him. They would think, oh no, he's not gonna block this. He's not gonna block, and then he would always block it, right?
Yeah,
So now people are used to him, and he's still averaging free blocks a game, and he's playing under 30 minutes.
bro.
Like he's legitimately a generational defender. Like to me, Hakeem Olajuwon was the best defender of all time. Maybe you can throw in Bill Russell or whatever. That's all gone in the wind. That's gone. Wemby has already thrown everything out of the window. In his first 3 years, you feel me? He unto himself is an NBA defense. Just surround him with people who are not absolutely stupid and just tell him funnel him towards Wemby. You feel me?
Yeah.
Try your best to keep Wemby in the paint and funnel him towards Wemby, and you already got an NBA defense.
And the thing
So,
is, the Spurs, they got the best. And I was actually telling this to someone. You got the
mhm,
best rim protector in the league, and you got the
mhm.
best point of attack defender right now in the NBA at the point guard position.
I don't know about all that. I love Stephon Castle.
Man,
I'm not gonna go that far.
I'm high. I think on his offense, I'm not that high, but on his defense,
You still got the Thompson twins. In my opinion, I feel like
but they
Osar
not
Thompson
point guards. They're the thing. They
specifically.
wings.
I mean, technicalities. Amen plays guard a lot of
I
times.
can say there's no positions really between wings and guards anymore. So it's the same thing.
And it's like it's not like they're like Stephon is like 6'5".
It's 6'5",
Osar,
6'6". It's a wing, basically.
yeah, 6'5", 6'6". It's all the same. But he is up there. He is up there. I'm not gonna lie. But I still have like specifically Osar. I think he's in the level of Amen. This just because Osar is like a specialist, really. He's kind of an
Bro.
offensive
I saw
liability.
Sark block Jalen Brunson 3 times in a row. I'm like, this guy is making Jalen Brunson look like a kid right now. And Jalen Brunson had his number last year
Yeah,
on in that game 6. Woo.
yeah. He was cooking them. Yeah.
But let's discuss the next award. Let's discuss who do you think is gonna win DPOI. I mean, let's keep that one. MY, let's go to most improved. Most
Let's
improved.
go to most improved.
Because DPOI is not even worth discussing
Most
that.
improved is an award that I don't really like discussing because I'm very much in the camp of like if you were a lottery pick, no matter if because a lot of these lottery picks will be thrust into situations and sometimes they're kind of raw. They're a project. They need to be
That
sheltered a little bit until they can really come into their own. Like Denny Avdia, he was thrown into the fire. He used to be
yeah.
called like his projection was like not projection. What's it called? This draft comparison was like Luca and stuff like that.
He was
And
dropping top 5 for the Wizards, no?
what?
2020, son. Then the average. He was like top 5
Danny, I
pick.
don't remember. I know he was a lottery pick. I don't remember if
He,
he
he
was
was
a
in the Wizards with Westbrook and them, I remember.
yeah. But yeah, yeah, he had like draft comparisons to Luca and things like that. When he came into the league and he wasn't instantly Luca, everyone's like, yeah, he's trash. No, he just needed his time to develop, right? But we're not gonna take that and now say he's most improved just because. No, there's a reason he was a lottery pick. You feel me? I
And
don't think. I feel like if you were a lottery pick, unless you were garbage for like a
let's say
big amount of years,
Scoot Anderson.
like Scoot. But like Scoot, if he improves like next season, I think he's not. I'm saying if like you're trash for like 5, 6, 7 years, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
you have a resurgence, because being trash while you're like what 2021, that
It's
was just
normal.
normal NBA career path. You feel me? Not everyone is LeBron James. Don't let LeBron James fool you. Not everyone is Luca. Not everyone is
And I
Cooper
think that's
Flag.
the problem. People see, look, that's why I don't understand the hate that people be throwing at guys like Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic. Because that's why these dudes will probably never win the MVP. because
Yeah,
they were so good so early. The
yeah.
people, how many people talk about Jason Tatum? Not what? He hasn't done much because he didn't win Finals MVP. What?
They don't pay attention. Also, is the thing where like s- with Jason Tatum, he's been surrounded by a good team. He has a good front office there in Boston. So there's not much of a chance for him to be much more valuable than like he plays with Jalen Brown, right?
Exactly.
Jalen Brown, he goes down with an injury. Jalen Brown is damn near averaging 30, and they're gonna be like, see, he's not that valuable. He is, but like there are players that are more valuable to their teams. So I get it, right? There
I
are
get it because
players
at the
that
end of the day, if you have more players, you don't need to do more. But that's one thing dudes don't get. That's what makes a great player. That's the difference between a very good player and a very great player. Because great players can play on teams with other great players. Very good
exactly,
players can play with other great players.
exactly.
And people dudes don't understand that sometimes less is more.
Yeah. But
Like,
back to MIP, I'm I don't think it should be Jalen Duren. I don't think it should be. I don't remember the other finalists. My pick would be Ryan Rollins.
but I don't think it's in the finals. It's not,
Exactly.
which is some bullshit.
That is BS, pure BS. Cause he really came out of nowhere.
Last
Like
season he averaged 3 points, I think. This year averaged
exactly,
18.
exactly. He wasn't a lottery pick. He really came into the team from nowhere. Like they
But
gave him.
did he qualify for games though?
I think so. Because I actually had him in my fantasy team. I don't remember him missing any games at all. He might have played like 70 something games, to be honest.
Let's look at the MIP. I got it here.
Okay.
It's here. MIP
I remember another one.
is now. You already said that the candidates Daniel Avdija,
Danny
No,
Avdia
and
and
Jalen Duran.
Jalen Duren. See that's who everyone was talking about during the year. And I was insanely confused because Jalen Duren
He was a
he
lottery
didn't
pick.
exactly, and he didn't even like he's had a normal career arc.
I
You
don't
feel
think
me?
he's never been a bad player. Just wasn't a starter or like a
E-
18 and 12 player. It was
Even
averaging
then,
what,
like his second
14 and 8,
season, he was averaging like 12 or like 14 and 12, something like that.
which is
Like
not bad.
he was never bad. This is just normal. He's
I think
growing every year. That doesn't warrant MIP, in my opinion. You feel me?
I think out of these three, you just gotta give it to Nikhil Alexander.
Yeah, I get it. I get that. I get that. But I'm still, if it were me, it would be Ryan Ron. If it
Definitely,
depended on
definitely.
me. But Nikhil Alexander Walker is also a good pick, but I don't think he's gonna win it. Just
Who do you think is gonna win?
probably Denny or Jalen Duren, one of those
That's
two.
crazy. For me, that's crazy.
That's just going off the narratives I've seen during the season, right? Because I've never heard anyone talk about Nikhil Alexander Walker for MIP, right? Not that he's not having a good season, but when those talks come up, they usually talk about Denny and Jalen Duren. You feel me?
You know something about Nikhil? I was always high on him when he got drafted.
Oh no, yeah, me too.
Cause
He
for
was
me,
actually I don't know why New Orleans traded him, to be honest.
because in my opinion, I only saw Shea. I didn't see Shea being this good, but I only
Hmm.
saw him being a great player because I saw him at Kentucky and I was like, yo, this dude he has a great pace. Normally, guys that have a great pace, they going to be great players because they
Hmm.
never run. I was like, yo,
Hmm.
this dude he plays at his pace and he's a great mid range shooter. But I never, but Shea was more like a playmaker. I saw Shea be more like a 20 and 10 player. I never expected him to be a 30 point per game scorer, in my opinion.
Hmm.
But Nikhil, I only saw this from him. But I think in Minnesota, with Edman, it's not that he wasn't this good. Because you saw, for example, in game 7 against the Nuggets,
Hmm.
he came to the party just like he just didn't have the opportunity to show this in Minnesota.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't have the opportunity to be consistent also. Like sometimes when you don't play as much, like every little mistake counts, right? and then you get less playing time. You don't really get to build up your confidence
And
to
we're
be a
human beings,
consistent.
bro. When you're not a
Exactly.
starter, we play basketball. When you're not a starter and you get a turnover, you're already thinking like, dang, I thought my one
Exactly.
more coach gonna sub me out, man.
Exactly. So yeah, it's great to see him balling out in Atlanta. Atlanta really turned things around really quickly. Shout out Jalen Johnson. I love
For
Jalen
real.
Johnson.
For real. For real. And
There's this one comment where like Jalen Johnson be doing like the Braun Tomahawk
yeah,
dunk.
yeah.
Yeah, and someone's like, JJ is basically Braun. I'm not gonna go that far,
Nah, that's crazy.
but I
I
feel
see
him. I
what people
feel
are talking about though.
I feel I've had Jalen Johnson in my. I remember last year I drafted Jalen Johnson in my fantasy league like third because I really didn't want to pass up the option to get him. And niggas were like, "Bro, you still had Jimmy Butler on the board. What Jimmy Butler? Look at Jalen Johnson now averaging 23, 10, and 8.
It's crazy. And my thing is this at Duke, I saw this. I know you had the whole situation where you just stopped playing at Duke. But in my opinion, up to the point he was playing, he was a top three pick along with Pardo in them. I don't get how he went down to almost to like end the first round. Like I never understood that. Because I only saw him like it was Paulo, him. I don't even know what's the second pick that you. Oh, I think it was Paulo, Chad, then him. Man, let's not talk about that fuck up. But moving on. Obviously, we're gonna let's talk quickly about the sixth man of the year, and then we're gonna rookie of the year, and then we're gonna move on to. I don't know about Hyman. I think Tim Hardaway Jr. was more important this year because due to the fact that in the Nuggets, like the things I can't talk much because I didn't watch that much the Heat, but from the games I watched the Nuggets. Tim Hardaway Jr. was crucial. You know why? Because for the first 60 games of the season, let's be honest, Aaron Gordon was mostly out. This dude, he hasn't even returned from injury. What's his name? The lanky guy. He's paying back, but he's not playing at the same level he was playing before he got hurt.
Oh no, yeah, no, no.
And then the white guy was injured in the beginning of the season,
Braun, Christian Braun.
Christian Braun,
Yeah.
and Cam Johnson was shitting the bed.
Yeah, he was
So
playing like
Tim
ass.
Hardaway Jr. I remember the Christmas game against Minnesota. The way he was playing, like he was being a great shooter, and even he was even being a great defender. Taking consideration, he's never been really more than a capable defender. So, in my opinion, I think plus Jokic missed a lot of games, and he was still performing. So I think he should be the sixth man of the year, in my opinion. If you ask me,
I get you. I get you. My thing is just that Jaime is like way better. Like Jaime was hooping. Like especially the beginning of the season, he was hooping. I didn't even realize he was coming off the bench the way he was hooping. Right,
the
but like
whole situation is fucked up because then at the end of the season, Tyler Hero came off the bench. So I never understood what's going on there.
injuries, like they were trying, but the Heat, they're just kind of in no man's land right now. So
Like the Bulls, they're like a better version of the Bulls.
yeah, yeah, those teams are gonna be garbage for a while. Yeah.
I think the Heat might get lucky this year. You know, Dan Bale is just a little bullshit.
But why would they get lucky? Cause Bam scored 83.
No, I'm like the lottery. Like you look,
No, yeah. I'm saying like for example, like last year, the Mavs got the first pick.
yeah,
We all know what it was about. Allegedly. Just I'm not saying this will happen, but allegedly, the Mavs got the first pick because they traded Luca to the Lakers. Allegedly, right?
that's all conspiracies. But
But like the Heat didn't haven't done anything to warrant them getting anything
I
anywhere. You
think it's
feel me?
because of the market. They might get something because of the market.
Maybe, but
But
they
if
would
you
have
look at
gotten
the
it
teams, bro,
before.
The NBA is not gonna send none of them dudes to the Kings or what's the other team? The trash.
But they're also gonna expand the league next year, so
I don't
maybe
really
also.
agree with that, but we're gonna talk that in another episode. Let's talk about the rookie of the year. I think it was very tight this year because
Yeah, it was, but it's not the most valuable rookie. Niggas always want to talk about wins and shit like that. But like
it's
the
the
Hornets
best
are
rookie.
what?
It's the best rookie. It's not. It's
It's
like
the
it's different from MVP.
exact. It's the best rookie, and it's Coop. It's Coop.
Definitely,
Like
definitely.
Khan is great. He's very mature, but like it's like comparing Clay Thompson to
Kyrie in the rookie season,
exactly. It's not. Coop is just better.
bro. This dude had
He
like
was doing
how
everything.
many 50 point games he had this year, or like damn near 50.
He had like one game where he scored 49, 48, and another game where he scored 51. Also, like he had like 5 40 point games.
You see,
Dude is
that's
just
not normal.
crazy.
And the fact they only turned 19 on the 20th of December. So basically,
Exactly.
this whole year he's still gonna be a teenager.
Exactly. So he's just better than Khan. Khan is great. I love Khan. Any other year, except
He
for
would have won it.
like Wembanyama or something like that. But like a normal year, let's say a
He
normal
would
year
have won it.
where you don't have a freak of nature like
But
in the
to
race.
be honest with you, lately we've had like number one picks and top three picks performing. We haven't had really that many bad top picks outside of the French guy over the last
Yeah,
6 7 years.
these last years, the top picks have been, but that's just
Evolution of the game.
exactly like it's normal at this point. You have a lot of great players coming into the league just in general. You feel me? I don't know what they were cooking with Risa Shea. But that draft class was just kind of buns in general.
The Hawks fucked up. They
But they
should have
were
just picked Stephon Kessel.
nah, like that didn't make sense with their timeline at that moment. They should
You
have
could have
picked
paired
Alex
him.
Carr.
I think they had DeJounte also. No, no,
Who?
DeJounte was gone. They could have paired them with Trae Young.
Yeah, but like I feel like Alex Carr made more sense
I mean, Alex
because
Sarr is pretty good.
yeah, they didn't. He's a good rim protector. He would have been good with Trey Young. I feel like it would be a better pair, and it was more obvious. There were a lot of concerns with the Stefan Castle because of his shooting, like
Definitely.
pre-draft.
But
Let's
that's
get
the
into the
thing.
games because we've been talking for 50 minutes and we've not talked about the playoffs.
Let's talk about the playoffs, yo. This is the thing when two dudes that love basketball. So
Yeah.
we just talk about everything and we haven't addressed the main thing. Let's quickly talk about Coach of the Year. Who you got for Coach of the Year?
JB, yeah, JB Bickerstaff.
I got Joe Mazzulla.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I think you
I've
can't
been
go wrong with the
forgetting
three
about
of them. Even Mitch Johnson, first year coach or second year, and
Mitch
you
Johnson. That's Spurs,
the
right?
Spurs. Yeah,
Yeah. You can go with either one of them. Like I say either, but it's for them. You can go with any one of them. They're all great. That's just my personal preference, JB. But also JB, he kind of shits the bed sometimes.
definitely. Like yesterday's game, we're gonna talk about. I think this was just bad game planning on Paulo, but we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah,
Let's start with the first game on obviously on Saturday, which was the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Raptors.
I'm not
Like
gonna
what?
lie. I only watched the recap on that one
Hmm.
because to me, I don't see the Raptors doing anything, and they're an interesting team. They're an interesting team,
I expected more
but
from them because I,
why?
I, because I'm high on Brandon Ingram.
Okay, fair,
And I expected like I didn't like the fact, and Paul Pierce even spoke about this, like the fact that he's complaining like the coach had the screen. My nigga, you're the best player on the team. Tell those niggas, yo, get up the glass, pass it to me, bro. Like
fair,
it's that
fair.
simple.
Yeah,
Because for the Raptors to even compete, he has to average over 25,
yeah.
right? If he shoots shooting 8 times, scoring 16 points. They're getting
They're not
swept.
winning that game. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. I just don't think they can do anything to stop James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Plus, with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, like,
Man, let's talk about Evan Mobley. He had a dominant performance. I like when Evan Mobley. I think that's the main key for the Cleveland Cavaliers. When Evan Mobley is aggressive, they're not stopping the team. You saw
yeah.
that
But I
that
feel like
poster.
the key is more so them in the defensive end because now that they got Harden,
Mm,
Evan Mobley can afford to not be as aggressive because he's not like that, right?
definitely, definitely.
But now he can afford to do so because Donovan Mitchell, amazing scorer, James Harden, amazing scorer and amazing passer. Like he keeps it together. Like if if nothing's working, just give James Harden the ball, pick and
Def-
roll. He'll hit you with maybe a floater. He'll hit you with the lob. He'll see the open man. So he can afford to not be as aggressive. But if he's aggressive, they're better, of course.
And
I
they
feel
got
like
one of the best backup point guards in the league right now. A very, very bold player. People like making
what's the
fun of
name?
him.
Yeah, yeah. Carter Jr. Or is it Porter Jr.? It's
No,
Carter.
no, I'm not even talking about Porter Jr. I'm talking about Dennis Schroeder, bro.
Dennis Schroeder is on the Cavs.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice, I'm not gonna lie to you.
bro. And he's playing amazing.
But Craig Porter Jr. is also he's very
Nah,
good.
he's been solid. He's a solid. But even Jalen Tyson, I like him as a defender.
Yes, yes.
But
They're a
the,
very good team all around, but I think I don't
the
think they're
dynamic dude
there.
is just too good for the Raptors.
What?
The dynamic dude, this backcourt is just
No,
too
yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
too
yeah.
good.
For the Raptors, yes, but I don't think they'll make the finals.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, I don't think they're in the inner circle of like contenders.
I think this year they can at least get to the conference finals. Maybe.
Are they in the Celtics bracket or the Pistons
No, they in the
bracket?
Pistons. I think they can get to the
Okay, they
conference
can
finals.
make the conference finals, but I don't think they can beat the
I think
Celtics.
they mentally stronger this year because of James Harden. People don't talk about how great of a leader James Harden is. And I think he that's what they need a leader. 'Cause I love Donovan Mitchell, but he's not a leader.
I feel you. I feel you.
So I mean, I can't really say he's not a leader because I'm not there in the locker room, but I just don't see him as I ain't trying to get no problem with niggas saying he's a leader, but like I just don't see him as a guy that's capable of like telling guys, yo guys, let's focus, let's lock in. Like for example, the report that came out that James Harden had like them at 7 a.m. set up a code just before the playoff game so they could work on the plays. You see that type of thing.
But I don't think that I I'm gonna be real with you. There's only one team I see coming out of the East, barring injury, and that's the Boston Celtics.
We both see that team. We both see that team win. To be honest,
Cause like I love my Pistons. They don't they don't have that experience yet. And that this Orlando, like they're not supposed to get blown out by Orlando.
definitely not.
That's not supposed to happen. But
And
let's give them the benefit of the doubt. They were the best team all year round. But here's the thing: the Celtics were right there. Like they weren't the second seed for most of the season, but they were very good. And then you add back Jason Tatum,
a top
and
five player in the world.
he's still playing like that. I just don't see any other team that can beat them, right? I know the Knicks beat them last year. They were beating them even before Jason Tatum tore his Achilles. But the team just plays different now. There's a
Let's
different
leave that.
because
Let's leave that for the Celtics segment. 'Cause I want to talk
okay.
about that. The narrative that people think that Boston team because they lost great players, it got worse. But let's talk about that. Let's discuss quickly the Minnesota versus the Nuggets game. What is your takeaways from this game?
The main takeaway is that they need a point guard. They need a point guard.
Definitely.
And they're not
And,
doing anything
and
without a
remember
point
we had
guard.
that conversation after the game against OKC where Shea was shooting like he had like 2 points after he broke that career record of like world record of 20 games in a row. And I was telling you, like, yo, Antonio is fucking up this game because this dude don't want to pass off double teams, and he keeps doing the same thing. Do a handoff for Rudy Gobert, damn near half court. He can't dribble, pass Rudy Gobert, run. He doesn't cut. He doesn't play off ball.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing though. That criticism to me is less of a criticism on him and more on the team.
Yep.
Because they're not structured in a way to where they can run plays like that. You feel me? I feel like first of all, it's always somebody bringing up the ball. You feel me? Like
Exactly.
it's never just one. I'm not saying that teams need one person to bring up the ball, but why is it different people bring up the ball?
That's the
What
thing.
is the purpose?
They play
Right?
like they playing a pickup game in Minnesota. You see Julius Randle bring up the ball. You see what's his name?
Like
Dosumo. You see
at at some point, I remember all five players were on one side of the court, meaning there was no weak side, and they still shot shot some BS, like just like that. You feel me?
they
And
got
it's like that's one of the moments where I was like, okay, yeah, they need a point guard because they need somebody first to get the ball, slow the pace down, and tell niggas not to be all on one side of the court because what sense does that make ever? You
That's
feel me?
why I don't like the move that's why I hate this narrative. Like, Mike Conley is old, he's a defensive liability. That's why I don't like seeing Dante DiVincenzo play with Ant-Man. I think Mike Conley should still be starting at the point guard.
Here's the thing. I agree with those narratives. I just think they need another point guard. Mike Conley is probably gonna retire next year.
Yeah, but just when I say start, doesn't mean he has to play 30 minutes.
No, yeah, I get
I
you. I
can
get
play
you.
I can play 5 minutes of water.
Yeah, but
Like
it's this season is a wash for them. They're not. They're not.
definitely
They're going to need to find a point guard in the off season,
they need
right?
to find a coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Def he's not doing nothing. Because
But
you can
even if they find a good coach, I don't think their personnel is. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they can turn Julius Randle into some sort of passing hub. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Man, Julius Randle is too. He has too much of a tunnel vision. He's like
Yeah,
a bull in a china shop.
exactly. But that would be good if they had a point guard.
Definitely,
Because one thing I saw in the game, like he was cooking them in the high post, like. But if you had a point guard, you would be like, oh, he's cooking them in the high post. Let's try to get a mismatch for for Julius, and then I'll feed the ball to him. No, they just were doing what I have no idea how Minnesota's offense works. You feel me? Just watching it, it doesn't feel like they're running anything.
they playing pickup. That's why I keep telling you. Like they generally playing pickup ball.
There's a lot of times where Anthony Edwards, not that Anthony Edwards isn't good in isolation, but it's like let's not tire out your best player making him play
Definitely.
isolation every play. A lot of times where Jane McDaniels, and I love Jane McDaniels to death. Why is he jacking up a turnaround mid-range jumper with 19 seconds in the shot clock? It's not even a mismatch. Like that's
That's the
just his.
thing. That's the thing I hate about the bad conversation because Anthony has got probably one of the deepest bag in the league. But I
Hmm.
don't. I think he's probably one of the players with the deepest bag. But I don't think he's on the level of SGA guys of
Yeah,
that level. Because
yeah,
you can have all the moves, but if you don't know when to use them
yeah,
and how to play the game the right way every possession. Because if you want to win championships, you literally have to play the right way every flipping possession.
yeah,
It's not like you play good first quarter, second quarter back, and that's the problem with Minnesota. Because some games, you look at the team and you play, damn, this team can win the championship. Then you look at
yeah.
them the next game,
No, yeah. When all the gears are clicking, like
they're
they can
unstoppable.
beat anyone. But there's a lot of things, and this is the point with a basketball team. You're supposed to minimize this. You're supposed to minimize the things that have to go right in order for you to win.
Exactly.
Right. Minnesota needs too many things to go their way for them to be unstoppable.
Exactly.
So it is what it is. The the major takeaway for me for the Nuggets, honestly, was that Jamal Murray is just really good. I can because the Wolves aren't really pushing them in the ways that they need to be pushed for me
Definitely.
to give you some takeaways about how they would match up against actual contenders because that's a team that I think is actually contending, like the Nuggets, the Thunder, and the Spurs, right?
I think they gotta do what they did in the 2024 playoffs. I don't know if they have the personnel for that, but you gotta full court press Jamal Murray to death. Ayo, don't sumo. Those dudes coming off the bench. They shouldn't be even be worried about scoring. Full
Yeah,
court, make him tired.
yeah.
Make him
But
tired. Make Jokic bring the ball up the whole game. Tie out Jamal Murray.
even
Make
if
Tim
that
Hardaway Jr.
happens,
make plays. Aaron Gordon make plays.
even if that happens, I don't see them beating the Nuggets.
Yeah, still, definitely. But at least they can go to a game six. Because the way I see it right now, I see a gentleman sweep. 4
Yeah,
1. They might win game three at home,
yeah,
but they not winning more than that.
yeah.
Plus, Ant-Man got the runner's knee thing. So it's like we said, it's a wash here. Hopefully
They get
they
a
not
point guard in
because
the off season.
Ant-Man didn't make the All NBA team, so they don't have to pay him as much.
Oh yeah, yeah. Also that.
So they're not gonna have to.
So okay, this was the year was gonna he's gonna get the extension. Yeah,
Yeah, you get the 83 million a year, but now he's probably gonna get what 60 million. It's still a lot, but you
yeah,
get 23 million. That's two great role players.
yeah.
So see what you do with that money, and
They're gonna have Mike Conley off the books.
you see
Trade some players they don't need. Retool, and they're probably gonna need a new coach.
you gotta
Yeah,
get a new coach. I think that should even be a discussion. So you definitely have to get a new coach because I mean, with that coach, I think he's done the best he could. Like he got to two conference finals, but
yeah,
now you need a coach. Like it's like it makes me remember the Golden State Warriors with, and I don't even like Steve Kerr as a coach with Mark Jackson. They plateaued. Steve Kerr just made two simple adjustments: get Draymond Green as a starting five,
yeah.
play the small ball, and get Steph Curry off the ball. It
Hmm.
changed completely. Just those two simple adjustments. But
Let's
yo,
move on to
let's talk about the Knicks versus the Hawks game.
that was also one where I only watched the recap.
What I gotta say
I'm
about
not
this game
I'm
is
not a big believer in the Knicks this year. Not that Mike Brown was not Mike Brown. Who was before him?
in
Thibodeau.
Tom Thibodeau.
Not that not that Tibbs is a great coach, but like there's something about the team this year that
They
doesn't
lost the
give me.
edge.
Yeah. Even
After
though
they
the
won
offense is
the
better, is
NBA Cup,
smoother. What?
after they lost the NBA Cup, I feel like they lost the edge because they were like a grimy team. That was the thing about the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's how they got the Celtics because the Celtics were playing like some pretty boys. The
Yeah.
both games are up by 20, and the Knicks were just being physical now.
Yeah.
And I
Here's the
think
thing.
they're not doing that this season.
Yeah, for sure.
And that
Uh
definitely comes from their defensive guy. Mikael Bridges is shitting the bed this season. Let's keep it a buck. No, he's playing trash, bro. He had like
yeah,
a whole month every 4 points per game, bro.
that's crazy. I didn't even see that, to be
Like he
honest.
scored zero like so many times. I'm like, what's going on with this dude? Because let's not act like he didn't get traded for 5 first round picks.
Yeah, yeah,
Not even Luca got traded for them, which is crazy.
yeah. But here's the thing with Mike Brown. Um, not that Fibs running his players into the ground was good, but I don't know what it is about the offense because it is better by the numbers. They are moving more. They're not as reliant on Jalen
I'll
Brunson
tell you what's the
to be
problem
like,
with the offense, if you haven't realized. You don't see that many pick and rolls between Cat and Jalen Brunson. You saw that in the second half. I mean, I don't know if you were like in the recap, in the second half of the game against the Hawks. you saw why Cat started scoring a lot. Because I think the first half we had like what 8 points. Then he
But
went
here's
off
the
in the
thing.
second.
Here's the thing. In the regular season, Cat as a passing hub was working because Cat can't really, you know, he's not that great of a playmaker. But
Definitely, definitely,
having him as a passing hub, like he could catch some good passes, right?
definitely. He can make a read. He's not
But
a stupid player.
in the pick and roll, not as much. You feel me?
Mhm. Mhm.
In the pick and roll, he's mostly looking to
To
score.
score. Like
Yeah,
if we trap him, he's probably gonna dribble off someone or like just get stripped. I get what you say.
exactly. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like the offense in general was better. Here's the thing though. Last year, and it did work. Jalen Brunson, not Jalen Brunson, Tibbs running his plays into the ground, just running mostly the same things because he's using the same players, right? A lot
Yeah.
of pick and rolls with him and Cap. It worked,
Up
but
until
that's
they
just
got to the
because
Pacers.
Jalen Brunson, what?
Up until they got to the Pacers, it worked.
Yeah, that's just because Jalen Brunson is an amazing player. Like he can really carry a big load on offense.
And that's what people don't understand. Like I like that's why I always argue with people. Every point guard in the league is better than
Mhm.
Jalen Brunson. Up until it's time to play against Jalen Brunson. All of a sudden, all these dudes they're not better than Jalen Brunson.
But here's the thing: that style of play wasn't gonna lead them to a championship.
Definitely not. Because
Yeah.
the problem with the Knicks is this. Like Jeff T was talking about this in the podcast. You get the Pacers, the way they play, they pressure, right?
Hmm.
They trying to inbound the ball. Okay. Mikael Bridges goes over, gets the ball. Okay. 4 seconds off. Pass it back to Jalen Brunson. Cat is trying to screen Jalen Brunson. Cat. So
Hmm.
now you got three guys in the backcourt. By the time Jalen Brunson is able to turn Naismith, you already got 12 seconds left to run a
Hmm.
whole NBA offense against a top defense. So now
Hmm.
what happens? Jalen Brunson, ISO, top shot, all those dudes are watching.
And
And
another
no
problem,
one likes playing defense if they don't touch the ball.
yeah, and
So
another problem, sincerely, is that because Jalen Brunson and Carl Anthony Towns were playing so many minutes, it's a lot of minutes with two defensive liabilities on the floor.
definitely,
You feel me?
definitely. Like
So that's what I'm
Tyrese
saying. Like,
Haliburton was looking like damn near Shea Julius Alexander in that series.
yeah,
Like you get what I'm saying?
yeah, I get you. I
So
get
yeah.
you.
But I think I talking about the Hawks, we don't have much to say about him because about them
I
because
actually have the Hawks winning this series.
what?
Just because the Hawks really play not the same way, but they have a lot of things in common with the Pacers,
Mm.
pushing the tempo, pushing the pace, right? And the only thing they would have to do really like let me think about the Hawks roster. Do you have any short guards on there right now? Do you have anyone on the starting lineup under 6'3"?
Nah, you got CJ McCollum, but CJ McCollum is not running. That's the thing. You don't
Okay.
really, you don't really have a short guard.
Yeah. So
I already know what you're thinking of.
like pushing the pace,
Like a
putting
TJ
Jalen
McConnell type of guy.
what?
A TJ McConnell type of guy.
No, no, no. I was saying more so that they don't have all of their players.
Or big.
Yes, and they can if they can attack that mismatch, they're big and they have a lot of quick wings who can get to the rim, right?
Definitely.
So
Definitely.
putting Cat and Jalen Brunson in those actions and themselves not having that many defensive liabilities, right?
But you know what's the problem with the Hawks? You got Kuminga. I think Kuminga has a low IQ offensive player, and Dyson Daniels as well.
Dyson Daniels is not. I don't think he's low IQ. He's just a horrible shooter.
Because
But like,
yeah,
there's a
you can say
reason.
that. You can say that. But I think Kuminga is a very low IQ
Oh
player.
no,
He's very
Kaminga for
good.
sure. Kaminga for sure. But like, who's hedging? Who's hedging? Who really thinks the Hawks are hedging their bets on Kuminga? Like
Obviously, obviously. That's why he's coming off the bench.
exactly. But with their core of Jalen Johnson, Nah, McCollum, they've got two stretch bigs. They got Landale and they got a Kongu. But what's the
Man,
other
that dude
starting?
Congo is really good. But I just
Yeah.
think Jaden Brown is such a great playoff rise, man. I mean, over the last 3 years, you can argue he's been the best playoff player.
But the offense is different now. You feel me?
I think
They're
it's
not
good
running
enough
as
to get.
much.
I think it's good enough to get them past this year, but I don't think this year they're gonna beat the Celtics.
Okay.
I think he's good enough to get them past. That's what I'm saying. I got them in six, but I don't see them going past the Celtics for the same reason. I think first last year Celtics they weren't healthy. Second, the Knicks they're not the same team as last year. You may have the same roster, but it's just not the same team.
But that's why I'm saying. That's why I think that they're not beating the Hawks. If this was last year's Knicks, they would have beat the Hawks easily. But if the Hawks are smart about it, which they might not be, I could see them beating the Knicks. You feel me?
I think they lack a bit of playoff experience yet to beat the Knicks. Like Detroit last year, if they had a bit more experience, like in certain moments, they would have beaten the Knicks.
I feel it.
Because they had the Knicks like this. If it's
Yeah.
not for Jalen Brunson, game five, six performances, they out.
Yeah, for sure.
So now let's talk about the Celtics versus Sixers. I don't think there's much to talk about regarding the Sixers. I think it's just unfortunate. I think you just gotta
Like
get rid
the
of
the
Joel
Sixers
Embiid.
just have too many. Like that's the Celtics' bread and butter, attacking mismatches, and it's just too many
Paul
mismatches
George
on
is
the
a
Sixers.
code.
Paul George is what?
Is a code.
He's a what?
Right now is a code. Like traffic
Ah,
code.
Cone on defense,
Yeah.
but not even. Oh, my bad. Not even Paul George. Like they wouldn't even put Paul George in actions if they
But on
didn't
the
need to.
actions he
Like
was in, bro, it was literally Jalen Brown and Tatum didn't even need to do a crossover with blow pass.
no, but that's what I'm saying. Even if he wasn't playing like a Cone, you have Tyrese Maxey. And I'm not saying VJ Edgecombe is
He's
weak
too
on
small.
defense, but he's too small for Tatum and Brown. You feel me? So that was just
And
without
Drummond,
Embiid, they
I
don't
don't know
have a
why Drummond is
chance
playing this series. I don't know why Drummond is playing.
because they don't have Embiid. Who else are they gonna play?
Man,
Well,
play Bowen. I would rather see them play small. In this,
fair,
like, cause listen, Drummond is not a high flyer, so he's not blocking shots.
but I feel like if they play Bona, like they're they they can just play off the Kata mismatch. You feel me? Kata
But
is
I
just
just rather
big, too big and
them
strong for him.
play small, play fast, because you got Tyrese Max and you got VJ Edgecombe. If you want to be able to compete against the Celtics, you have to get points up. So I don't understand why you're trying to slow it down against the Celtics.
Yeah,
Play faster.
I feel it. I
Play
feel
for
it.
I don't even feel play for Paul George at the four, Quentin Grimes at the three, Tyrese Max, VJ Edgecombe, and play Bond at the five and figure it out.
I feel
I
like
don't
they would
even
get
think Kelly
torched
Oubre
by
should be
Kata
starting the
though.
series.
What?
The only reason why you would start Kelly Oubre over Quentin Grimes this series is over the defense. But if it
Hmm.
wasn't because of it, I wouldn't even start him this series.
Fair, fair.
Because you gotta run up like against the Celtics. If you don't score over 110 points, 115, you're not competing.
Yeah,
Because this team is scoring what? They had 102 points by the end of the third quarter.
that's not gonna cut it unless you're guarding the Celtics to oblivion. But nobody's doing that.
They don't have the players to guard.
Yeah, but
So
no one does to
the
guard the
next guy,
Celtics. Like
the
they
next
can
guy,
slow down the Celtics, but actually guard them. Like they can slow down the Celtics, but they also have to have offense to par, up to par, right?
Dev, and the
But
Knicks,
like you're not gonna just grind out the Celtics.
Dev, and I think the Celtics, even though that game Tatum got injured, I think you could debate that the Celtics weren't coming back. But I think the Celtics, they just they just like making hard on themselves. They could have came
Honestly,
back 3-1.
I thought they were gonna come back.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
was watching that game. I was like, see, Tatum legacy game, they're gonna come back, right? But
Because
that
Yet
might
just
just be
made
the
nine
home run
shots,
game.
Yet made two threes and they were
Hmm.
deep threes.
Yeah,
And yet
he,
made like an N1. So I'm like, okay, this
like
game.
he was cooking them boys, like for real. What's the other game? Rockets
Like,
Lakers. Let me not talk about that, bro.
one, the Rockets Lakers.
Yeah, let's not talk about it. But like
But
to be real, like I didn't expect much. We lost our starting point guard beginning of the year. Then we lost Steven Adams. We can't even run the double bigs, which
he's the
was
most important player this season because
yeah.
the fact that they're not a good offense, he gets you so many second chance possessions. That he just makes you guys look like a decent offense.
And
But
the defense too.
he's not that good.
No, not the his defense, the team's defense when they had him. They were
Yeah, the team different with him is much better. Right
they
now, it's
had
not that
like
good.
this weird zone. I can't really describe it, right? But the glass was you were not gonna get offensive rebounds there.
Definitely. You saw the game against OKC, how difficult it was.
Exactly, exactly. It's- Honestly, the Rockets are at their best when the ball is in Shingun's hands. I've come to realize that Ime Udoka is not a very good offensive coach.
Definitely it's not. That's why the
Yeah,
Celtics lost in 2022.
yeah.
That's the
Um,
difference between Mazzulla and Ime. I
but
think Ime is a better defensive
Kevin
coach.
Durant also getting injured, that was just
That just fucked the thing up. I think the Rockets would have won probably five with KD healthy.
I would hope so, but you never know. You never know, because sometimes I'll be watching and I really don't get why they're running certain things the way they are. You feel me?
Definitely. And one
Because
thing with the Rockets that I don't understand is this. Like, why you have to force so much the notion that Amen Thompson has to play point guard? They forcing it so much. That's the thing I hate about the NBA. Because you got LeBron that's an athletic guy that can play point guard. They think every athletic nigga that's 6'8" and can jump can get an IQ to play point guard. Man,
but
you talk about
it's not necessarily that with the Rockets specifically. Cause
but it's
like,
an
okay,
NBA team in my opinion. You
I
think
get you, I get you. But the thing with Amen Thompson is more so that we don't have point guards. We don't have Van Vliet and Reed Shepard. He's a sophomore. You feel me?
but I
So
think
they
they should have played him more. Because I like him.
no, I love Reed
I've
Shepard,
grown
right?
to like him.
I love him, but like that's just Ime, right?
And I don't think he gets the same leash that Amin gets. 'Cause a lot of games Amin be fucking shit up in the fourth quarter. I'm like, oh, what did this dude just do?
But he's not a sophomore, you feel me? Like
Exactly.
that's just
So
he's
I mean,
older,
at the end of
he's
the
played
day,
more, but also
you
like the defense. Not that Reed Shepard is a slouch defensively, but like
but he's not a man Thompson. Like
Amen Thompson is crazy, you feel me?
so
So
yeah,
yeah, it's kinda if KD doesn't come back,
it's
nothing's
tough.
happening. But
But
here's
what's
the
the
thing, even
timeline on KD though?
what?
What's the timeline on KD?
I'm not sure. I didn't see anything about a timeline. I just see weird knee injury, bumped knees, blindsided by those news.
Man, I bet it was
But
Jabari Smith that bumped his knee. He
but
was
bro,
like,
like on the real, even if we did have KD, I'm not that confident in our chances. I'm a Rockets fan, by the way, for those who don't know. Just because Ime's offense,
it's
we
terrible.
might need a new coach to be honest, or we
I
need a
think
good
you get an
assistant coach.
offensive coach.
Maybe an assistant coach that's more offensively
Definitely.
gifted. You know, who
Because
knows?
I like him as a coach. He's a good leader, motivator. You just need
And
a good
he's a good defensive coach.
Definitely, you need a good offensive coach. And my problem with the way they even play defense, I didn't like the defensive scheme of the Lakers. The way they played Bron. Because
Lakers defense is just trash all around, to be honest.
no, now I'm not talking about the Lakers. I'm talking about the Rockets defense
Oh,
on LeBron.
yeah.
Why would you double team LeBron playing with those scrubs you're playing? Let LeBron score.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me, bro.
No, like you know what happened now? You double team LeBron. You made LeBron like you think LeBron like there's guys in the NBA you can't double team.
Yeah.
You can't double team Luca. You can't double team Jokic, and you can't double team LeBron because these dudes they see plays before they happen. It doesn't work.
I don't even know, bro. Like, that's why I said let's not even talk about this
Yeah,
because
let's just. I just think the whole game plan was wrong. If you should just let Braun, it's 40. He's 41. He's not going
yeah,
to be able to keep up with Amen Thompson 1-on-1 the whole game.
yeah.
And it's only so many. And you got other defenders. Okay,
But
Amen gets six
honestly,
fouls. You got what's old boy name? The guy that shot 1% from the 3 point line. What's his name? Tari
wait,
Eason.
which one? Tari, yeah, Tari,
You still
Tari.
got Tari. So you
I was
see,
gonna say that I see I might understand what they were trying to do because
they're trying to
I
make
I
the
I,
other
I
guy
did not
score.
expect a Luke Kennard legacy game, you feel me?
Def- but
Honestly, maybe I should have expected it. He did have a triple double when Luca went down,
definitely.
but like they're trying to make other players beat them, and the other players are beating them.
You know what happened now? The Rockets have a problem because they gave the Lakers confidence.
Yeah.
The Lakers had no confidence. If I'm the Lakers, I don't mind losing today's game. I mean, today or tomorrow games against. I don't mind losing tomorrow's game. Okay, let's say the Lakers lose game two.
Mhm.
If I'm the Lakers, I'm gonna do everything to steal one game at the Rockets home. If I can still even, I'm gonna try and make a close game two. If I can still game 3 or 4, which I think they're capable. I just think the Rockets are one of those teams like Minnesota where they just have every series they just have a fuck up game in
Mm.
every 2 games. Now Luca comes get back in game 5 or 6. It's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Hopefully, my Rockets will turn this around, but
Okay, but
it's
I don't
not
see
looking good for
who
us.
will they
We're
play
like
next. OKC.
that's what I was gonna say. It don't really matter because we're not
Honestly,
we're not
whoever
beating
wins this
OKC. We're
series,
not beating the Spurs.
whoever wins this series is not doing anything.
Yeah.
So it's basically
I just didn't want to lose to the Lakers. You feel me?
because I think it's kind of embarrassing losing to the Lakers. Honestly,
What?
like the way the Lakers are right now, it's embarrassing if the Rockets
Yeah,
lose to the
that's
Lakers.
what I'm saying. I did not want to lose. I did not need that in my life right now. But sometimes that's just the hand you're dealt. You feel me?
Yo, but let's talk about the. Uh, let's talk a bit about OKC, man. Let's talk
Okay.
about.
I was gonna say we have to talk about OKC and maybe then we have to call it a day because
Yeah,
there are games
that's the last
happening
topic.
today. There are games happening today, and somebody needs to watch them. You know, they're
Yeah,
not gonna watch themselves. OKC
we're
man,
gonna win the games if we're gonna talk about them.
OKC man. What can I say? All I can say is, um, first of all, they don't have J Dub. Who else is missing? I think there's someone else missing that
But
I'm not
everyone's
sure.
playing right now. It's J Dub too.
Is J Dub was J Dub
J Dub
playing?
played.
He played.
Oh yeah, he played. It's good.
That's
Everyone
crazy.
played.
I did not notice. But also, I wasn't really paying attention. There was a
Everyone
major
played.
blow. What?
Everyone played. Except I
Okay.
don't think Isaiah Einstein played.
Okay.
That's the only guy that didn't play.
Okay. But I
At
was
least
saying,
I didn't see him.
like this one, I didn't even watch the full recap. I watched like the 2 minute recap because, like, yeah. So I was just that. This is just my thoughts before the playoffs started, right?
Mm.
So I was just assuming J Dub wouldn't play for a bit of time, but if he's playing, here's the thing. Now that they have Jared McCain and that two-man game that Jared
AJ
McCain,
Williams.
what?
AJ Williams.
And AJ Williams, but Jared McCain has been like the major acquisition for me. Like
Yep.
they got him for nothing. They got him for nothing. And that two-man game he has, is it with Harnstein or is it with Chet? Or is it with both?
It's with both.
I,
It's with both.
I don't know. I just remember him in a lot of handoffs, a
But
lot
it's
of pick and roll.
hard to say about Benny is the best screener in the NBA.
Harnstein.
Yeah. No one says better screens than him.
I feel like Steven Adams sets up better
Yeah,
screens.
yeah, definitely Steven Adams. But outside
But
of Steven Adams, it's him.
yeah, yeah,
Remember
for sure.
that
And
year with
also
the Knicks?
he's more mobile than Steven Adams, so he can do more off the
For
screen.
sure.
But if you just need a hard screen, Steven Adams was better. But like the way Jared McCain can just come off that handoff and just he's an amazing shooter. You feel me? And he's a great passer. So really, honestly, the
The
only
Sixers
the
fucked up.
only the Sixers fucked up heavy. Their only weakness right now, because they have Shea isolation whenever you need it, right? When that's not working, you can go to Jared McCain
Exactly.
and the center's two-man game.
But the
And
shade
they can get
isolation always
to
works. It's either
what?
bucket or foul. It's,
Is the what?
it always works. Like
Yeah.
it's probably right now outside of giving the ball to Jokic and make a play, it's the safest play in basketball. Give the ball to Shea and let him get a foul or a
But I
point.
was going to say the only hope for their opponents is to just load up on Shea
Mm.
and hope that because they're gonna rely on Dort and Caruso, right?
Yeah.
And those two can sometimes shit the
Go
bed.
cold.
Yeah, they're not amazing shooters like the rest of the roster. Not that the rest not that everyone's amazing shooter, but they have good shooters. But Lou Dort and Caruso are not
But for
two of them.
me, bro,
What?
it's their defense. And I've always
Exactly.
said this.
No,
Their
that's what I'm saying. Like
defense
the defense, like that's just a given. First of
is too
all,
good. Like you got in the top 10 rotational players,
mm,
you got Lou Dort, first team on defense. Caruso, first team, second team. Chad, first team. Casey Waters, first team. You got Jalen Williams, a very good defender. You got SJ is a very good defender. Off ball mostly, not on ball.
here's the
Uh,
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Jalen, the J Dub is
Uh-huh.
a all NBA type of defender.
Yeah.
You got who else? And you got guys that can compete on defense. So you
But
got
here's the thing. They are not the best. Not they do have Chet, right?
yeah, yeah.
But still their rim protection
It's
is
not that
not
good.
the best, right? They mostly rely
They
on their
rely on ball pressure.
point of attack defense.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe in the Nuggets
Mm-hmm.
because their point of attack is Jokic. He's not gonna get that much like he's not gonna get that rattled by guards. Their best defenders are guards, right?
And I don't see OKC beating Boston. The two games I saw them against Boston, the one Jalen Brown, I think, got kicked out. The one Tatum didn't play. Jalen Brown only Jalen Brown played, and
Mm,
the one both played.
mm.
First, the both games were close. One OKC won, one Boston won. But the thing I noticed, none of them can stop Jalen Brown because
And
Jalen Brown
not
is
even that. The one underrated aspect is the they just have so many wings. They just have so many good wings. The Celtics. Because it's
them.
not just Tatum and Brown. You have
You got
what's the
and you
name
got
of
Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard is like TJ McConnell. If there's one thing I've noticed
Conley?
about
Yeah.
OKC, they can't defend short plays.
Mm, yeah, they're
They,
too quick. They're too quick.
they struggle with quick players like
What's
that.
the name of the rookie?
Which
He has
rookie?
a Spanish name.
Ooh, Gonzalez from Real Madrid.
Gonzalez, Gonzalez.
That guy is such a is a dog.
Jordan Walsh. Um, I think there's one I'm forgetting, but
The one. What's the
they
name? What?
they have dogs on defense as
Ron
well.
Harper's son.
Ron Harper's son.
Like Ron Harper Jr.
I thought you were talking about Dylan. I was like, he's on the
No, no,
Spurs.
not Dylan. No, Ron
Okay,
Harper
yeah.
Jr. He's
They,
solid too.
they have dogs on defense, and they still can hunt the mismatch on OKC because okay, you have Caruso, but like, what is Caruso gonna do to Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum 6'10.
What is he gonna do to Jalen Brown? So they
Jalen
can
Brown
still.
6'8",
I
240.
forgot about Derek White.
He's 6'5".
Derek White is amazing. So they have the personnel to contend with them on defense. They
And
have
you
the
got Kata.
personnel to contend. Yeah, you have Kata. You have the personnel to contend on offense. It's all a matter of honestly, it boils down to the coaches in this particular matchup, right? Because
Yeah.
I feel like if Joe Mazzulla decides to load up on Shea, right, try to take him out as best he can of the game, make him rely on other players shooting, right? That gives them an advantage. And honestly, on offense, the problem is they just have too many good defenders. That would depend on the players, right? Because there are a lot of mismatches, right? But you know how Tatum can get sometimes. You feel me? In the mid
That's the
range.
problem me and you against have against him. I think for such a great player, sometimes he relies too much on the jump shooting.
Yeah, exactly. So we just need Tatum. If Tatum doesn't fall back on those habits,
The
right?
way he's playing right now, ooh, I'm loving
Yeah.
it. I'm loving it.
If he
He-
can keep this up,
10,
I see them
10
winning it
plus
all.
rebounds a game, 25 points, 6 assists. Perfect.
Like he's hooping. He's hooping. He's hooping for real. So
But
yeah,
yeah, I
we're gonna
think
watch more games. This is just the first round of games.
obviously we got game two today. We got, I mean, the Rockets, the Cleveland Cavaliers, let me tell you, they're winning, obviously.
I'm interested in watching more of the Cavs. I
The
didn't watch the whole game, like I said before, because of time constraints. But I'm curious to see um more so their defense than their offense.
Jared Allen is cooking already.
Oh,
He
the
got
game has
six.
started.
Yeah, the game's already started.
And what time is it?
It's 1:30 in
Okay,
Spain.
man, we've been talking for a while.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up. One thing I gotta say, I think to wrap it up, the OKC versus Boston series, if they played in the playoffs, we'll go to 7. But I think I'll have to take Boston because how much better Jalen Brown has gotten. And I saw the game yesterday. Jalen Williams is not 100%.
Mm.
He missed too much time with a hamstring. If we all know about hamstring,
That's why I thought I
he's,
legit thought he didn't play.
he played,
Yeah,
but he's not the same explosive player. Like you
yeah.
need time to get back that
He
explosiveness,
basically
like with
didn't
a
play this
hamstring.
season.
What you said?
He basically didn't play this season. What did
He
he
played
play?
like
Like
26 games.
yeah. So it's
So
obviously not gonna be. That's why my opinions on the Thunder were not factoring him in. You feel me?
yeah,
Because in my opinion, he's not that.
and I don't trust Chad offense.
Oh no, you can't
No,
trust Chet offensively.
I, that's why I don't think we're going to discuss all NBA teams on the next episode. But that's why I don't think he shouldn't even be in the consideration for no all NBA team.
What Chet?
Chad, he's probably going to make third team, but he shouldn't.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he was in consideration.
Yes, because the whole narrative, that, okay, if you're a top two player in a number one seed, you got to make all NBA team.
In that
Remember,
case, Jalen, why not make Jalen Duran an all NBA player? Like,
they're going to make Jalen Duran an all NBA player.
my goodness.
They're going to make him and Jalen Duran all NBA players.
That's a
Stephon
discussion for
Castle.
another episode.
But let's leave that for another episode, man.
Yeah,
But yo,
because
it was nice talking to you, my guy.
I appreciate being here.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna be back
Next
this week.
episode. When's the next episode? Thursday.
Probably Thursday. We're gonna be back Thursday. It's gonna be after both game twos because there's game two today and then game two another game two tomorrow. So we're gonna discuss more stuff
I'm
and
gonna rewatch the game ones. Gonna bring back some notes, especially on Boston and OKC, because I really do think that's gonna be the finals matchup, barring
Mhm,
injuries. And I really wonder how they would play each other.
mm, mm,
Yeah, because I'm really interested in because some of the games were before Jason Tatum came back, right?
mhm,
And I'm wondering what he's gonna bring that might give them the edge over OKC,
mm,
right? Because they've never matched up in the playoffs specifically, right?
mhm.
So I genuinely have no idea.
Let me say one thing about Jason Tatum that I think people don't realize about him. When he first came about in the league, you saw him as a scorer, right? Like like people still put him in that category of like wing scorer, team kid, but he's not that type of player. If you watch basketball, he's the most complete player right now. Like I'm
For
talking
sure.
overall, not just offensively.
Defense, passing,
Everything.
he can give you everything. The only problem with him is his reliance on that jump shot. You feel
That's
me?
the only thing. But like when he's not relying on his jump shot,
He's
he's a top three player in the world.
for real. For real.
So
Like you can put him on any team and
like,
he'd make that team better.
niggas think it's easy to make six conference finals. You don't have to be that good. Like, he, like
Nah.
Jason Tatum can play the reason why Jalen Brown was able to press up on Luca, which dudes don't understand that, is because Jason Tatum was guarding
Yeah,
Daniel
he was
Gafford.
backline defense. He was
He's
playing help
6'10".
defense. Exactly.
And
Like
yesterday's game, who was he
he
guarding?
just
Tyrese Maxey.
he opens up the game for the Celtics like on because he can play the five. He can play small ball
Exactly.
five.
And
You
that's
feel me?
what's gonna happen against OKC. And that's what happened against OKC. He started guarding Isaiah side and Chad in the fourth quarter.
And he can hold his own. It's not like they're just doing that just to play small. He can
Exactly.
hold his own.
And he can guard Shelly too.
Exactly.
So, and he's getting
And
me like the thing I keep telling dudes like a lot of times when dudes get injured, what's their IQ? How it gets? Because look, you giving a great player 8 months to just watch basketball, not play. He's gonna come back as he came back as a better person.
yeah.
So
But
and
he was
with
already
rebounding,
evolving
what you
in that
say?
aspect. I said he was already evolving in that aspect in the
Exactly.
past couple of years. You give him this time off, he just
Plus
comes
his
up.
rebounding. He finally realized he can average more than 10 rebounds a game. He was always tinkering in that 8, 9. Now he's over that. So
Yeah,
the sky is the limit. And Jalen Brown, he's that type of scorer people look at Jason Tatum as that's Jalen Brown.
yeah.
Like
He
like I
was
saw
he was
three
kind of playing
possessions in
he
a
was
row.
kind of playing a mini SGA role
Definitely,
before
definitely,
Tatum came back.
definitely. He's a less efficient SJ. But the
Yeah,
difference between him and SJ, he can play bully ball.
yeah,
He can just bulldoze through dudes.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man. Let's wrap it up, man. My
Pleasure
guy,
talking to you.
for sure, man. Let's watch the games
I
today, man.
appreciate everyone that tuned in.
I don't
We
know how
got
many
more
people
coming.
are watching right now. How many people are watching right now?
Right now, zero.
Right now, everyone left.
Everybody left.
Nah, but we're gonna save this
Everybody
one.
who tuned in, if somebody is watching you're gonna upload this, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna upload it for sure.
If anybody's watching, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. We're
But the
gonna be
next
back
one,
Thursday
I'm gonna try getting on Twitch or Kick. I'm gonna see how it works, and I'm
for
gonna try to
sure.
get it there as well. But these are the first ones. We still got like until the finals. We still got 2 months to make things better, and we're gonna make things better and set up. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. And yo, bro, take care. Nice
You
talking to
too.
you,
I
and we out,
appreciate
man.
you, man.
Yeah, for
We out.
sure, man. Bless.